Hey there, thanks for swinging in for a little THG. Today I'm going to share something I did. I transformed this small space in the front of our house using $42, a trip to Lowe's, and some items that we had just sitting around our yard or in our storage shed. This video is going to be in two parts. The first part, I'm going to use all the plants and things that I have found to transform this space, and then I'm going to take these plants away from this space and transform a different space, and show you how much plants and just items you have sitting around can really change the energy in the environment that you have. So, as I just stated, I went to Lowe's with my $42 and I purchased some of their clearance and discounted plants. There wasn't a lot to choose from, but I was able to find some plants that I thought would work well in a part shade, part sun area. When I got home, I reread all of the tags to make sure I knew what I was planting and what the care would be for that specific plant that would be needed. And then I pulled out all my old pots and I began to work the soil. I brought up some grass clippings, added those into the soil. I brought up compost, and I just began to plant whatever I thought would look good in each pot. It's amazing what a little hard work and very minimal money can do to transform an area and create a new look, an entire new appearance. Creating spaces that help us feel calm and happy and at peace when we see them, that's so important in our lives. I have always been a firm believer that if you take care of the space you're in, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're in a outdoor area, indoor area, whatever the situation may be, if you take care of the space that you're in, your energy field is going to be better, or at least it is for me. And so I wanted to just show you how exciting it is to be able to transform a space for really very minimal cost, mostly using things that you already have laying around. I did not buy any new pots. All of these pots were just pots that were already in our yard, empty, or in our shed being stored. The only thing I purchased was the new plants at the discount. Actually, most of them I got for $1. And then, of course, the mulch bark stuff that you'll see. The compost is dirt that we have been adding compost and hay and organic vegetation to over the last couple of years. And so it's really nice to have that big pile back there that I can use for a good compost and topsoil resource. There was one little plant that was sitting on this side of the house that was very lonely and definitely needed to be transplanted. So I put it in that little gray one that you saw me shoveling dirt into. This plant I put into a pot, and because of the shape of it, it created this little empty area after I put the plant in with the dirt. So I filled it with some grass, put in more of the compost topsoil, and then I think you'll see that I add wood chips. Now, wood chips are an amazing resource that I believe everybody should use in their garden. They do decompose, so you have to replace them each year, or add to them anyway each year. but they are an incredible resource to help have healthy plants, to grow healthy plants. One of the things that this wood chip idea does is it keeps cats from scratching in your topsoil, your planters, and things like that. Cats don't really like that chunky wood feel. They would rather have just dirt or sand. So that will help keep out animals that are unwanted. It will also help protect your plants. It will help hold in the moisture, and it will help protect them from the elements, whether it be wintertime or summertime. And of course, composting wood chips add lots of nutrients and much needed minerals into your soil, which will help give you healthier plants. These two plants that I'm planting here are the only ones that I paid full price for, and they were $12 each. And these plants will thrive in both full shade or part shade, part sun. So they will go perfect in the front part of our yard. There's a few different spots that those will be good in, but for this video purpose, I wanted to use them in this beautiful gray pot that's just been sitting in a corner and hasn't really been able to be used and to show its beauty. So I got these planted, added extra compost as needed, and of course water it, and then the wood chips as well. So I'm using just a basic mulch. It's a big chunky ground up wood mulch. I bought it from Lowe's, and I believe it was $3.97 a bag. I'll go ahead and leave a link below in the description for the exact type that I used in this video. After I got the plants settled in their new home, I kind of pulled apart their leaves and branches that were all tangled up and kind of just helped them air out a little bit. And of course, topped it off with some water. I loved how, while I was up working in this area, that all the animals started to come up, and they just enjoyed sharing my space, or sharing the space in the front yard. It was really nice. It was still shaded in the morning. It was just a really fun project. This is called a Thai palm, and it's one that I will have to bring in the wintertime. But it has a very festive, very summery appearance, and I really liked it sitting inside of this pot. This one was also $1 at Lowe's at their discount. Okay, so you guys, what do you think? This is the before picture. And here it is after. Once again, I've discovered it's the little things that bring the greatest joy into our life. The little moments, the little efforts, and the little time spent loving the space that you have, using what you have, and turning it into something wonderful. I'm really happy how this project turned out. Watch for part 2, showing how I use these same items in a second area of my yard to transform it as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.